Toys galore. What's up guys, welcome back to another video. If you don't know already, I'm Tommy Trades and I'm a full-time online reseller, eBay, whatnot, all that jazz. Over the last few days I've been working through a whole load of toys. Some of them were mine, some of them are now all consignment. We were able to sell this Mighty Max bundle to Be Kind Rewind, a follower over on Instagram, absolute legend. Gonna be shipping those out to you today. Everything in these boxes over here has been sorted through already, photographed and drafted. There's a whole load of Thomas the Tank Engine stuff in there, different trains. In here is all like individual toys, groups of dinosaurs, like train sets, cars, Star Wars figures. There's a little R2-D2 there from 1977. He's about 30 quid on his own. If I actually go in the box and show you that, I've gone in, I've photographed everything, then I've bagged it up, I've stuck a number on it, and then I'll be using this number system for all of the stock from this consigner. So many different things in here, stuff I was learning about. Then you've got some lower end things like Duplo animal figures, and then some random higher end things like this. It's a Diplodocus Timpo toys on the bottom. This guy's around 20 quid. Who'd have thought, just a simple bit of plastic. All depends on the brand, the make, who's made the toy, whether it's collectible or not. But typically stuff from like the 70s, 80s, that's all in swing, and you can get some good money for that stuff. Then in this top box, we've got a Cindy kitchen just there. It's got loads of little accessories and stuff with it, little trays and things. There's like a vintage merry-go-round spinning toy. I've pre-packed it a little bit there. We've got a Star Wars land speeder. We've got a snow speeder here, really cool pieces. There's a TIE fighter in there. This is probably my favorite. Let me get the Star Trek stuff out the way. Yeah, this is probably my favorite one out of all of the toys. Look at that. How cool is that? Little button on the back, you can make him walk. So you're playing with your toys, marching him into battle. He's got a rotating head. You can point the guns where you want to point them. Try not to break it here. But this was a missing piece, which I was able to pair with it. Originally, I'd photographed it without this top patch. And then I found the top patch. So added it back on, retook some photographs, and now he's good to go. And then, of course, there's some Action Force vintage G.I. Joe sets there. These little things, originally I had them in the Cindy kitchen. I thought they were like little smoothie milkshakes or something, but they're actually the jets that go on the back of this. A little bit of research can help you mix and match up all the different bits you got and get more value out of the stock you've already listed. Originally I'd photographed this without the figures and without these little accessory pieces, and I was going to list them up for $19.99, but now I've added in a couple of guys and I found those bits. I might do $24.99. Squeeze some extra cash out of the bundle. Now that all that's been sorted, the stuff left to go through is this. Well, it has been sorted, as you can see. Like, all the figures are over here. There's a big Power Rangers toy that I'm going to construct and put all together there. Down here we've got the cars, so I've separated out. This is like an assortment of random brands, all different kinds of brands, like an individual brand here, individual brand there, so on. This one down here is all of the Matchbox stuff. Again, different scales, so I'm gonna have to go through and sort of bundle together things that are the right scale. Matchbox also do things like a super fast collection and all that sort of stuff. So if you bundle all the super fast ones together, it means that you're targeting the right buyers when they're looking to stock up and add to their collections. And then this bundle over here is all of the Corgi toys. Corgi and Corgi Juniors and stuff like that. Again, variety of sizes. I'll have to go through it and sort of pair up what can be paired up. But instantly I'm seeing, look, there's a Ferrari bundle there. I've already got one of them listed from my own stock, so I can just sell similar off my own listing, and it'll take 2 seconds to get that one live. I know there's a little train in there. I think that might be the only train. If you've got a bundle of trains, the Corgi trains are worth money, but individually, it's only worth like 3 quid or so. So it's not really worth listing individually. I did also find a Samsung phone in there, but I'm just going to double check with a consigner that this wasn't actually theirs. Or a spare one of theirs and they've accidentally dropped it in. But if not, I'll get this one sold as well. Not sure if I've got a charger to test it, if it's just a simple micro USB or something. But we'll do our best. We'll see what we can do. Not sure how much it's worth or anything. If you know, let me know. And then I've had these like bags of bits and pieces It's all the sort of stuff that is like a little attachments or guns to go on something, but I'm not quite sure what it is they attach to. I've gone through all of those toys in there, which seem like obvious that it would attach to. Like I said, I found some bits like this. Maybe one of those things slots on there as a little gun. Like one of those things or something, but it doesn't seem to match any of the other weapons actually on there. So it's just a case of trying to find what we've got and then match it up with things at the time. Especially when I'm listing, I'm able to sort of see in other people's listings if they've got bonus accessories, and then I just double check through my bags to make sure I don't have one of the accessories to go with it. This thing has been confusing me though. I'm not really sure what this is. It seems like it's a part of something else, or like a bit of a ship from another toy, but again, it doesn't fit with any of the stuff that I've got in there. If you know what this is from, please let me know. But this has actually been a bit of good work for the brain, you know. It keeps my eyes sharp, makes me mix and match things, like looking at different color pieces of plastic and seeing if that plastic matches with another toy, so then we know that it likely pairs up. I totally get it. Sometimes you can be like listing all day and your brain goes a bit dead, you start to switch off. But I find like researching toys and having this thing where there's like a bag of spares and you've got to constantly be looking and searching and checking like, oh, is that missing a piece? Is this not missing a piece? I don't know, it's just helped my mind like stay on top of it, because I know it's not just complete, oh, I can switch off, everything's sealed, just photograph it, list it, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes that's great and it helps you whack through a load of listings in one go. But this has really helped me like stay engaged and actually continually learn about the stock that I'm listing. So now I know like, oh, if it's got the little gun, it's worth this much. If I find it without the little gun, it's worth this much. And it helps just like train me for the future. If I ever find like a big bundle of toys or stuff out in the wild, I've got a better idea of what to pay for it when I know what's included with it. Still got plenty of learning to do. There's a whole load of these figures which I've never seen before. I have no idea what that is, or I think that's a Ghostbuster there. I'm not sure what series this guy is from. And the same for this guy here. I'm not sure what series that is from. And this guy, they all look like they're from the same kind of series. It's just a case of working through these, pairing together the ones which are similar. I already spotted that there's a couple of Gladiators figures here, and then there was actually one of the Gladiators fighting sticks there. I already bundled this Batman with his like space helmet outfit thing. I'm not sure on the value of this just yet. I haven't done the research. I'll pop a listing up on screen for you. But this is 1990 DC Comics. I just thought I'd hop on and show you a little bit of what I'm doing while I'm in the madness of everything. It's quite fun to see chaos in motion, as they say. But I'm just about to pack up the orders for Friday before I go and post them all off. Typically, everything that's sold seems to be at the bottom of a box, so I'll stick you on time lapse, pick out what we've sold, and then show you how much it's gone for. I'm not too sure how much iPhone storage I've got left, so I'll try and get through this as quick as I possibly can. In reverse order from what we picked, first sale is this Tamagotchi Connection version 2, yellow and red arrows, Bandai 2004, tested and working. Comes with the battery, I've already taken them out there. But can you believe this Tamagotchi from back in the day, 2004, it's gone for 30 quid. £30, free postage and packaging, really easy to pack. Gonna take 2 seconds. Next sale in reverse order was this Halo CQB Collectibles Helmets Red EOD UNSC 2009 Microsoft Corp official casque. That was a mouthful. I had no idea what this was when I was listing it. I just sold similar of someone else's listing. I clearly haven't done any title optimization on this one. You can tell that it's just stuffed with keywords, and it shows because it hung around for a while as well. I am due to do a second shift, go through all of my items, improve the titles, drop the prices, refine everything to make them sell, and this was definitely on that list. But he's already sold for £10, free postage and packing. Again, really nice and small. Just break an eBay box in half and then make one up, put them inside of there. This next one is a little bundle of Britain's farm toy stuff. So there's a load of things in here. There's a manure spreader, there's a Vicon spreader, there's like a cultivator thing. different like attachments for a combine harvester, like all that kind of stuff. I think originally I had it up for $24.99 or maybe even $29.99. I might have been shooting for the moon. Someone then sent an offer for £15 and they explained that the different parts in there are still missing some parts to be able to make them working. So their offer would be 15 quid. And I was like, this person seems to know what they're talking about, so I'll happily accept their offer, take £15, turn some toys into cash. 15 quid, free postage and packing. This first one, the Tamagotchi, has only been listed for a couple of days and he's already sold for £30. The Halo head has been listed for quite a while. I wouldn't pick these up again unless they were super cheap. With the Britain's Farm toy stuff, I've recently been working through these for the past couple of weeks, so this has maybe been live for 2 weeks maximum, and we've got the sale on it. Definitely keep your eye out for Britain's Farm toy stuff. It does have a fast sell-through rate, and obviously the better condition, the better it's going to be. Moving on to the next sale, which is actually one of my favourites in a long time. It is this Pontiac Firebird Turbo Trans Am. So it is the Daytona 500 official pace car edition. You can turn the steering wheel inside and it twists the wheels on the front. Super detailed model. You've got like the engine in there. I hadn't actually heard of the company that makes this one before. I've heard of like Barago, Maestio, you know, like Dinky, all of that sort of stuff. But this one's made by a company I hadn't even heard of before called Greenlight. And just because I haven't heard of them doesn't mean there's no money in it. This one has sold for £55. I had it up for $59.99 and accepted an offer for 55 quid. I am not complaining at that. It's literally been live for about 2 days, maybe even 1 day. 24 to 48 hours and we've sold this bad boy. And the final sale that I'm going to be sharing with you is in this case here. It is a camping gas stove. It doesn't come with any gas included. Obviously, that wouldn't be safe to ship if it did, or at least I'd have to declare it and get some kind of like safety precautions in place to deal with it. But it's a camping gas stove. The brand there, Camping Gas, is a Camp Bistro 2. I was actually in Asda the other day and I saw them selling these, but it's obviously like the newer model for $24.99 on the shelf. I had mine up on eBay for $24.99 and it wasn't moving, so I thought, to try and get a sale. Oh, I've trapped myself in the box. I'm going with it. Back in the room. But yeah, after I'd been to Asda and I saw that brand new on the shelf, you can get it $24.99. I dropped my price down to £20 and then someone sent an offer through for £19.50. 50p off. Some people just want to feel like they've got a deal or they've done a bargain. So happy to take it. £19.50. Turn this back into cash. And it's not that it's a crazy large item or anything, but it is bigger than, say, a Tamagotchi. So it is good to get this sold, free up some space in the boxes, and we can condense our stock down again. But for 5 sales over the past 24 hours, that comes to a total of £146.47. That's obviously before promotional fees, transaction fees, all that kind of jazz, but it just gives you a good idea of what it is I've sold. And then I best not forget, I sold these Mighty Max figures. How cool are these? Vampire Bat there. This guy's called Lockjaw. There's a Spider Queen. There's a Cyclops. I mean, obviously these all open up as well. They're like complete little toy sets on their own. This one's called Zomboid, and then this is like a master brain for a robot. It's just an accessory. It doesn't fit with any of these sets, but I'm going to include it in the bundle. I left these out last night so that this morning I could come to the desk, sit down and get them listed first thing. And funnily enough, from me sharing it on my Instagram story, one of my followers over there, Be Kind Rewind Retro, be sure to check them out if you're over on Instagram. They're an absolute legend. They actually let me know that they're collecting Mighty Max at the moment, and would I be interested in doing a deal with them? To which of course I was. As you can see, I've got plenty of other toys to be listing onto eBay, so if I can get some of these moved on quickly, get some cash in the pocket, the more the merrier. Obviously gave a discounted price from what it would be going onto eBay for as well, and it's just a thing for anyone. If you ever see something that I'm sharing on my story, or you see it on my eBay store or on a YouTube video and you're interested in buying it, shoot me a message and I'll happily do you a discounted price. But I'm going to get these packed up, posted, and then crack on with the rest of the day. I'm going to leave the video there. So thank you very much for joining me. Be sure to tap the like button on the way out. Hit subscribe. We're closing in on 1,000. Comment below. What was your favourite toy? What was your favourite find in today's video? And if you haven't had enough of me yet, why not click here and watch another video of mine? Like, check it out, you know? It could be something cool. I could have been on a charity shop hunt. Like, you never know. It'll be what's best for you. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.